It's a famous argument that C.S. Lewis proposed that Jesus is either Lord, liar, or a lunatic. He has to fit in one of those categories. Maybe he's a lunatic. Maybe he's so crazy that he really thought he was God. And then everybody else gave their life for him and all the martyrs and everything that's happened because he was just so crazy. Or maybe he was a liar who had some sort of manipulation where he was trying to convince everybody. Either way, that's not a great moral teacher. That's not somebody that you admire, okay? Or he is the third category, which is the Lord. He is God himself. He is Emmanuel, God with us. He is the Messiah. He is the anointed one. He is who he says he is. But you can't put him in one of these other categories and think that he fits. The only place Jesus fits is reigning on high, ruling over all creation, the very creation that he made, by himself, for himself, and unto his glory. Jesus is God. He claimed to be God. He demonstrated the power of God. He raised himself from the dead. He said, nobody can take me out. I lay my life down and pick it back up. He is the one and only God. That's who Jesus is. Colossians 1:15 says that he is the visible picture of the invisible God. It says that he existed before anything was created, and he is supreme over all creation. Meaning this, nobody created Jesus, nobody created the Christ because he is God. And I think that sometimes we live in a world that has a lot of opinions about Jesus, just like the disciples were spitting back at Jesus at that moment. A lot of people say this and this and this and this, but if you try to fit him in a category other than who he says he is, it just doesn't fit. Either he's God or he's a liar or he's a lunatic, but there's nothing else. There's really no other category for him. And there's all these religions to this day that try to include Jesus. Oh, well, Jesus is really, he's like a prophet in our religion, but he's not God. Oh, he's just like an angel, but he's not. Can I just give you the gospel truth? Can I give you the gospel truth? If Jesus is a prophet and he dies on the cross for you, that doesn't help you very much. Because a prophet could not satisfy the wrath of God and absorb the sins of the world and give you new life. A prophet could never be a perfect sacrificial atonement for you. Or if he's an angel, once again, not gonna do the trick. It has to be the God of all creation who left his glory in heaven and came to this earth for you to demonstrate and to show you what God would look like on earth. To live a perfect and sinless life for you, because you can't live a perfect sinless life and then die a death that you and I deserve, because we all deserve to answer for the wrong things that we've done. Can I get a witness? And then to conquer Satan, sin, and death and raise from the grave, proving that new life is available by the one who can raise himself from the grave. That's who Jesus is. I believe him because he resurrected from the grave. He's not a liar. He's not a lunatic. He's the Lord of all lords. He's the King of all kings. He is everything he's ever said to be. The one who raises himself from the grave is the one that I choose to believe. That's the one I choose to believe. I believe in Jesus because of the resurrection. And I believe in Jesus because he's changed my life. And there's nobody who's even come close to changing my life like Jesus.